Well, my first impression of the ashram was from online. And I will say that online doesn't even scratch the surface of what the ashram truly feels like. When you enter into this space, there's always chanting, Vedic chanting inside the temple. Then there's the Devi temple upstairs that praises all of the goddesses from every faith. Also, there is a noble energy here. It feels like, for those who are seeking the truth, particularly those who don't just want to read a book that tells them what to do and how to live. What is so wonderful about Guruji and also the ashram is it allows you a space for that inner reflection, along with some very ancient tools that have survived for thousands of years that help one discover their own truth, to go within. And it's all, I can say, I've traveled throughout India, I've met with monks in the Himalayas, I've studied Vedanta for 5 years, that the Sanskriti in this ashram through Guruji it's very pure, it's unadulterated, and it's immersion. Immersion is a good word. I think humanity, what's required for humanity right now, there is in Hindi you say dukhi, but there's like all humans are forlorn to a certain extent. You can gain all the riches in the world, you can have the biggest house, the best cars, the best looking husband or wife, and yet somehow humans will find a way to feel sad. And why, I think, is because somewhere deep inside of us we know that we are a part of everyone. We are a part of God, and we've forgotten. So I will say that this ashram is a place where anyone who is seeking clarity, to know their own truth, to discover who they are, you come here as you are, you drop your baggage at the door, and you'll be guided by things that have lasted longer than anything we know of. I mean, things that are so ancient. The most ancient wisdom that exists on earth is taught here. How beautiful is that? And it reminds us that we are connected to all things, and it fills those holes with a joy that cannot be filled by anything else. When I practice yoga here, I think the aim of yoga, yog meaning oneness, is to truly have no mind, to drop the ego. Sometimes when you practice physical asanas, you get really in your head like, oh, how physical can I be? How strong am I? The yoga done here at Anand Krishna Ashram, truly you lose yourself, and you also enter into a meditative state of relaxation where I said actually to whoever has been, what's her name? Harshika. I said, I was joking, Harshika, do you perform magic tricks? Because every time I go into Shavasana, all of us, our Shavasana is like entering into merging with the oneness of the cosmos, and you just don't want to return to the real world. So it really is blissful, the yoga here at the ashram. My impression of Guruji is, he is, I was writing in my diary, this is a good way to describe it, of my experience here, and I was like, truly, all we are as human beings are mirrors of one another. And Guruji, as a mirror, the devotees and disciples enter into this bliss state, true Ananda. And then Krishna consciousness is very playful. And so I was writing about it, and I was like, I see this state of Ananda amongst everyone reflected through Guruji's sparkling eyes, and then Krishna consciousness is playful. It is unifying. It loves everyone. And then I realized, oh, that's his name, Anand Krishna. So I would say Guruji is absolutely that. You know, he has this ability to draw out the joy, but also the, what's the word? He has the ability to draw out the joy, but also to break open the weary and the sadness that people hold inside of them. And I don't know how he does it, but the other thing that I really have to say I love about him is his teaching of Vedic Sanskriti. I mean, his knowledge of Sanskrit in general is very rare for someone who speaks English and Indonesian. I've been seeking that for quite a long time. So, I've been lucky. I've stayed here for 1 week. So I joined the meditation with Guruji, which also I can say, there's something I think in the modern world that's quite intimidating about meditation. We live very fast-paced lives. We have cell phones, laptops. We all, you know, have lots of work to do, family obligations. So when you think of meditation, sometimes you think, well, if I haven't practiced like everyone else who lives at the ashram, I can't do it. You know, it's intimidating. Guruji has an essence, an energy that just makes you feel so loved and welcome and held through the process. And then you begin realizing that meditation actually is homeostasis. Everything else that we are is abnormal. And so he reminds you of that. I can't tell you what the techniques are, but the experience is very... And everyone who came, because plenty of people come from outside the ashram as well, almost everyone said, in a way, they needed permission to be welcomed into the meditation. And he has this compassion about him that can relate to people who live in the world. And that's very special for someone who is as learned as he is in the ancient teachings. She's a very powerful being, I will say, and what makes her even more powerful is, and actually I can say the same about Guruji, is there is a perfection in children that we lose as we grow old, and both of them seem to still have that. You know, children, babies, they don't judge, they don't have bad things, they don't gossip, and yet Ma Archana is steeped in wisdom and also a holy connection to the consciousness that is everything, but not in a way that scares you or is intimidating. So how wonderful is that? And my session with her unlocked a lot of things. I won't go into the details, but she saw into my past lives. She helped me clarify my purpose, which is one of the reasons why I came here. Before I came, it was predicted by a psychic that I needed to go to Java, Jakarta, and Bali, the 3 places where there are centers, Anand Krishna centers. So, and I didn't know what I had no idea what I was coming for. Because like I said, what you see online is not even this much of what actually exists. Yeah.